Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Monday. How was everyone doing, child? I am doing okay. I am back like I never left, but I leave every week, okay? But happy Monday, okay? This is Evie's Corner, okay? The whole corner, and we're gonna have a good old time chit-chatting and jaw-jacking about whatever was going on social media and the blogs or whatever, because I ain't been on live since last week, Tuesday or Wednesday. Even though I put up content, but again, this is a live. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. Okay, for being around here if you're watching live or if you're watching replay. Thank you very much. Okay, look, I know I say every week I'm gonna stop going away for days on end, but I was away for days on end and now I'm back. So if YouTube ain't telling y'all that I'm on live, don't blame me, blame them. Okay, y'all know first things first. Make sure to do what? Like the video and subscribe. Okay, because it's the thing that I need y'all to do. There's other content up. You can go ahead and watch my Housewives of Atlanta review that is up. I also did a review of Medea's Destination Wedding, as tragic as it was. I had that kind of conversation too. Okay, and now we're here for this good old chit chat. Okay, I had to make up a thumbnail because I swear to God, it was so much stuff that I feel happened. Wait, I'm here. Wait a minute, where I'm at. Hey, yeah, I'm freezing, and I refuse to cut off my air conditioner. So a hoodie it is, okay? But again, happy Monday. Hi to everyone. If you watching live, chat, if you watching replay, I know some folk come in later or whatever. I appreciate whatever, whenever, for whoever, and all that stuff. Who, what, when, where, why, and how, all that, okay? But hi. Okay, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, I am back. And look, the weird thing is, I had no plans to be off for so long. But I swear, like Thursday when I got home, I'm like, I don't feel like it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And then I got home on Friday, and I said, I don't feel like it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And then Saturday, I was tired. Okay, and then yesterday we went out for my mom's birthday and stuff. And then today is my mama's birthday. So happy birthday to my mama. She got home chilling and relaxing. She is a whole 62 years young, a blessing around here. Y'all know I love my mama and stuff. And so, yes, happy birthday to my mama. I literally just FaceTimed her a second ago to say good night because once my live is over, I know she'll be asleep. So, okay. But again, hey, how y'all doing? Even saying hello. I did not mean every day. I was like, I set a live up, I think Thursday and Friday, and then canceled them. I had stuff saved and all that stuff. And then said I can't. I was too tired. I'm tired today. But because I'm a little sick, not too, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I'll be fine. But I said, no, I'm going to come around here and talk to y'all because that's what we do. We have a good time together, and that's what we're going to do today, okay? And I said, girl, do a thumbnail, okay? Don't go around here after being gone for, 4 or 5 days and don't get them no thumbnail, okay? Throw some people up there, okay? Go find Aubrey Kelly and go find the Tasha K thing because they up here in court. Okay, get T.I. and Tiny around there because they in court too. Okay, get Remy on there because what she up there, kind of, sort of, her and Claressa. Okay, and Nicki Minaj is being Nicki Minaj and Cardi. This is stuff. It's just stuff. And who did rob Beyonce? How you rob Beyonce, girl? I think y'all was dumb. And y'all don't know the skill it took for me to make this Medea thumbnail. I got some good pictures too from my Housewives of Atlanta thumbnail. Y'all know I used to be able to take screenshots on my computer when watching shows, and it made my thumbnails pretty easy. But I don't know what happened. It was an update to the system, and now you can't take screenshots of any streaming app, anything that's playing a show or whatever. So I be having to use my cell phone, child, and take a picture of the screen and then upload that to Canva. So I be real happy when my thumbnails come out good. And I also, again, we had a whole Funky and Claudia conversation. I think that was last week, Thursday, I think it was. I put that thing up, okay? So y'all, we had a whole watch along thing, a story time, okay, deadbeat boyfriends and whatever. We had a conversation about a man that steals her deadbeat boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, okay? So I'm just saying, it's stuff up on the channel, child. But we here right now. Anyway. But hi to everyone. I hope y'all like the video. Share the video, subscribe, comment in the comment section, and everything. Okay. Happy birthday to my mom. Okay, she's still the most amazing person around here. We're gonna always make sure that she knows she's the best. Okay. I did see Brit Brat. However, I refuse to put Brit Brat on any thumb. I don't like Brit Brat. We're going to discuss Brit Brat, but I don't like her enough to put her on the thumbnail. I was like, no. Because you left the housewives, so be gone. Stay gone. Get out my face. I don't want you here. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. We'll get into it and whatnot. But I said, child, somebody fix it. But let me pin a little thing for y'all to like. I'm going to pin this one. Wait, let me pin a different one. Okay. Boom. Okay. Boom. Now, I already got my save screen up because I want to get into it because I feel like, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. And I said, no, come around here, girl, with all the save stuff and have all the conversations. And because I don't want to have y'all here all night because it's already 9:21 and I want to be done within an hour or so. Maybe hour and a half. It's 9:30. But I want to be done by 11 at the latest. My water gonna spill. It's gonna spill. Yep. Hold on. Ooh. Good old water. Okay. Thank you. I went in I said, girl, get you a hoodie. Because I was going to put on my pink fetch sweatshirt. But I said, girl, I take stuff off and it's either on this chair or it's right there in the corner because I just take it, I sit it down there. Okay, because I wear clothes to work. I come home, I take my work clothes off, and I house clothes. So when I put a little sweatshirt or sweatshirt on for here, I don't do shit but sit here and talk to y'all in it. So I'm like, I'm not gonna keep dirtying up clothes. I'm gonna put it on the thing right there and wear it again tomorrow. Okay, anyway. Let's get to the stuff. Now I tried my best to put stuff in some kind of order, but because I had saved so much stuff, I said, what we gonna do? Where do we start? Now there's some foolish stuff going on, but I feel like I'm gonna do a whole foolish stuff that went on in the world separate video that will probably upload tomorrow. So I have stuff saved, but because YouTube be funny acting, and sometimes I'll discuss a situation that happened in real life and I get flagged for it, and I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. So, tomorrow morning I'll have all the foolish things that went on in the world, including the McDonald's murder that happened here. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into none of that right now. Not right. See, I got all this stuff saved because I got to get into it later on. There's a new series coming to OWN. I just hope it's not by Carlos King. It's called Heart and Hustle in Houston. What's called Heart Hustle Houston. I seen a little bit of the of a trailer. It looks interesting. Okay, so it's not much on television right now. So I'm gonna check this show out, and if it's good, I'm gonna review it. Okay, but we shall see. I don't know. But let me scroll up because it was some relationship things. Okay, now people around here getting engaged, having babies and stuff. Congratulations to Tori Kelly, okay, the singer Tori Kelly and her husband Andre. Is it Marilo or Marolo? I don't know, but they're gonna have their first baby. They had a whole little cute announcement, dancing around with birds and bees and hair and flipping and flopping or whatever, because they're expecting their first child together. They have been married for 6 years. Okay, it was cute. She's 32, he is 35. Okay, so congrats to them and the baby. Okay, it's a babies are blessings. You know what I'm saying? So we have to say congratulations, confetti. Okay, on the bundle of joy on the way. Okay, so yes, congrats to them, to her, and to him, and whatnot. Okay, also congratulations to our girl Coco Jones. I play her album every day. Okay, every day. I wanna lay every day. Okay, at least twice a day I'm blasting her album. But Coco Jones is engaged. Her baller boo, Donovan Mitchell, he proposed. Now, when I kept singing this process, what's supposed to be us seeing it from far, far away, I thought I was. Now, first of all, the view looks amazing. Okay, it's the wind, the trees is moving, the water's moving, which means God is in the air. Okay, anytime you see trees and water moving, God up there blowing his wind and blowing all the bull stuff away. So congrats to Coco Jones and Donovan Mitchell. He plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've been dating for a little bit of a minute or whatever. She posted her and him, her ring finger up, and it's a ring on it. Okay, I don't know that man at all because I don't know about nobody in Cleveland. It's a cute little ring though. And she's a beautiful young woman. He's a handsome young man. So congrats to them on their engagement. Everybody, it's babies and engagements going on. Okay, that's what we love. And they showed an old interview that she did, what she said before. I'm a pop out with my man when it's a ring on my finger. And she said, honey, I'm a pop out. Here we go. And we together. So congrats to Coco, her man, my man, on their engagement. And supposedly, Sierra and Russell, helped, set up the engagement sting, whatever. Sierra and Russell think they just Cupid around here. And I said, I guess so. Congrats to Vanessa Hudgens. Okay, she is expecting baby number 2 with her husband Cole. Okay, baby number 2. Now they said they had their first baby back in July of last year. So yeah, get them babies one by one by one. Okay. Some folk want the kid to be close in age. No one wants a 20-year-old kid and then a 13-year-old kid. That's too far between. Okay. If I had a baby last year, I had a baby this year, they'll be close, they can play together, and we'll be together. Okay. So happy. Congratulations to Vanessa and her husband. What's his name? Cole Tucker. Okay. Babies and babies and babies. Anyway, girl, they just doing it. Around here just doing it. Okay. Also, who was the couple I was gonna do? I'm gonna get Meg. Zadarius and Cash Dog. They cute. They were at a now, first of all, what is he wearing? They had a wedding, right? And it was real cute for him to act like he's at the end of the aisle waiting to her. And oh my God, she's so beautiful. I love her so much. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? It was cute. You know, him cutely practicing if they gonna get me. But I'm like, sir, what did you dress for? Okay, was you supposed to come to the wedding? I'm just wondering. Because Cash Doll is in a whole, look, when you go to a wedding, no one, in my opinion, now, is them pants, are those linen, maybe the pants supposed to be linen, but it looked like blue jeans. From a distance, it looked like he's in jeans, gym shoes, and a button-up shirt. Okay, so, okay, I just feel like when you go to somebody's wedding, please, and everybody else is like in dark colors or whatever, and this man up here in the child anyway. But maybe the pants, maybe them is some linen pants, maybe them some really expensive linen that look like blue jeans, because he want to be comfortable. I don't know, but I said, sir, next cast off, dress that man next time. Okay, please dress him and say, baby, no. Don't wear that because the pants look like they blue jeans. Yeah, on camera, it's going to look like jeans, so just don't wear that. No, yeah, put on some black trousers. Get you a suit jacket. But some folk, and maybe it was a casual wedding where you could wear whatever, and so he wasn't like weirdly underdressed. I don't know. But I said, but I like them as a couple. You know what I'm saying? And she seemed happy. And what I like is the fact that Cash Doll seems happy in an adult way. I think like with her and Tracy, the baby daddy, like they was like hood love. We together, we got babies or whatever. I feel like with Zadarius, she's a bit more mature. This is more of a real adult relationship. Okay. Hair down, button up shirts, wedding, we going to real events. Okay. I like it. Anyway. Also, Megan the Stallion. So Megan had posted, let me get to it. Megan had posted this picture like days ago. And when I seen the picture, I said, oh, Megan, she swimsuited. Now, when I seen it, I didn't even pay any attention to it. It was a guy sitting back there in the cut. I didn't notice it at all. But some people did. They said, is that Clay? Is that Clay? I said, first of all, how can you spot who that man is from a distance? I could not if you paid me to. So again, Meg posted this on her IG a few days ago. And folks were saying, oh, are they dating? Because why would he be in the background of her photograph? Like, that's weird. That what happened? You know what I'm saying? So she had posted that, right? Then he posted this. I said, oh, they go together. Okay, so Clay Thompson around here said, yep, that's me. Because look, it's only one booty and curly hair with the long nails. That's Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, that's Megan Thee Stallion. He then posted him holding her hand. Okay, and we like the long nails. That's Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so they go together. Look, I feel like Megan's had a dating life with highs and lows. I feel like, she was with Cardi for a time and that fizzled. She was then dating that other basketball player real quick, and then like some girl came out talking shit, and Meg said, "Nope, I'm done." And she got real quiet. Okay, and now she boyfriends. So congrats to Meg and her man Klay Thompson, and how he knows her man, because Meg then went on her, was it on TikTok? Somewhere, child, and she was like, and if you notice, she's sitting on that man's lap. Okay, Megan is sitting on that man's lap. He's rubbing her hips.
Okay, I'm opening up the boo-boos that my man got me.
The fact that Klay behind her, Klay, get your hands off that girl.
Oh, okay. I think that's how I go. I cannot believe my man got me these boo-boos. Okay.
My point is,
okay, this is my last little Bisha from this box.
I don't understand the little boo-boo things. I don't know what they is. But my man got me what I liked. Child. Now maybe they're not doing it, but I do feel like you can't be that. Look, that man is rubbing them thighs. You hear me? Rubbing. I'm like, is y'all doing it? Is he got drawers on? I don't know. But congrats to Meg. I feel like every time she pop out with somebody, some bullshit happened. But I feel like in the past, she's popped out with folks we don't know. You know what I'm saying? She popped out with folks who wasn't as noticeably famous as she is. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm hoping and wishing and praying. Okay, I'm hoping and wishing and praying that her popping out with Klay, her seeming happy, him seeming happy, okay, and him buying her some little boo-boos or whatever, him posting her. I heard he's a nice guy and whatnot, so we're gonna hope and pray ain't no bullshit afoot, okay? But my man, okay? And I like the fact that he also posted her. Klay, don't make us cuss you out. Don't do it. Don't make us have to, sir, do right by Megan. Anyway, now the other Megan, okay, two things for the majors. Now I know some folk don't like Jonathan and Megan Goods, well Megan Majors now, but I do. Okay, they was around there minding their business, and a fan came up like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" Blah blah blah. This fool gonna ask Megan for her number. I said, "The nigga, what?"
One person, just to let you know, yeah.
You said I'm gonna freak out after?
Can I get a picture too? Possibly like a number, if that's fine.
Oh, thank you, love.
I said like a number.
Whose number?
Her
My
number.
No, this is my man.
Why'd you go Google something, bro?
Oh, I didn't know.
You gonna make Jonathan gonna have to whoop some ass.
Actually,
Beautiful in person, just to let you know, yeah.
You said I'm gonna freak out after?
Can I get a picture too? Possibly like a number, if that's fine.
Oh, thank you, love.
I said like a number.
Whose number?
Her
My
number.
No, this is my man.
Why'd you go Google something, bro?
Oh, I didn't know.
Look, if Jonathan Majors would have popped the man in the throat, I wouldn't have been upset, because everybody know if you know Megan Good, you know that she's married. Okay, she has a man. Okay, her man is the man right there, and to ask for her number, you want to fight a whole case. Okay, but you know what? This will be a good reason to catch a case of putting hands on somebody, because you saying, bro, don't play with me. Don't do that. That's my wife. Okay, don't even put my wife in a situation where she had to say, "No, I'm married," because you should know that. Okay.
My man.
Why'd you go Google something, bro?
Oh, I didn't know.
Actually,
Beautiful in person.
Because if you Google me, bitch, I got a case. Okay, Google me, hoe.
Just to let you know, yeah.
you said I'm gonna freak out after?
Can I get a picture too? Possibly like a number, if that's fine.
Oh, thank
Sorry,
you,
what'd you
love.
say?
I said like a number.
Whose number?
Her
My
number.
number? No, this is my man.
Why don't you go Google something, bro?
Because if you Google Megan, if you Google Megan, let me Google it. A part of me feel like when you Google Megan, is her name with? Yeah, it's A. If you Google Megan, she comes up with him. Okay, if you Google, boom. If you Google her spouse, boom, spouse. Jonathan, do you know who she is? So why would you even play? Why are you playing with that lady and her husband? I don't like folk who play on people like that. Because if I punch you in your throat, you're gonna want to sue me. Anyway. Separate from that person being rude and whatnot, okay? In the love department, Megan posted, now I can't play the song, but the song is LMA, this is, you know what I'm saying? Wait, a little bit, hold on.
This is just wanna love you for my whole life.
Okay, that's all you can get, okay? So that song playing. And for me, what I love is, I like that she's attempting to make people see them like we're a regular couple. Okay, we a regular couple. We at home, cooking food, eating breakfast in a nice ass house. Okay, stirring up the food and whatnot. He cooking for me. I'm looking at him. We maybe just had sex. I don't know. Got some good old bacon being cooked and whatnot. But it's to me, because a lot of folk are still upset with him for what he did previously. Okay, and that's not allowing them to live in their newlywedness. And this is a whole new relationship for her and for him. So I like that it's a little itty bitty glimpse into their regular life. Okay. He's a husband. I'm a wife. I'm happy. He happy. We got cute ass furniture. Okay. I want the couch and the breakfast, the egg, the orange juice. Okay. So I like her allowing folk to see just a little bit of their life. Now that don't mean it's perfect, because we ain't around there. But I'm like, yes, girl, love, okay? Rest, cheat day, and the maids are cooking up something mighty fine. Now I still thought she was pregnant. I don't leave that be. But again, couples and couples and couples. Okay, all up and through. Now speaking of couples, okay, Beyonce brought out Jay-Z last night in Atlanta. Now she brought out Jay-Z in Paris, and now she brought out Jay-Z in Atlanta. Atlanta night 3. He came out. They did Drunken Love. They also, what song did they do? Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. Ace and Ovi. That song. I can't think the name of the song right now. But again, she came out, crowd went bananas. Okay. It was crazy. They kissed on stage and stuff. It was real cute. A lot of folks feel like Jay-Z is either going to do a tour of some sorts and he's stepping his foot back in the pond, or he may be doing an album or something, because Jay-Z retired a while ago. But also it could be him popping out on his wife's tour. Maybe he don't want to do a whole Jay-Z tour. I don't know. And let me pop out and see and get back on the feeling of being on the stage. I don't know. But it was amazing to see. And I like, again, showing, hey, we're a regular ass couple. That's my man, my favorite human being. Don't play with me. You see him, you see me. Okay. So cuteness and the couples. Now also, speaking of Beyonce, child, why not ride Beyonce? We will get to it. Beyonce around there, she's in Houston, not Houston. She's in Atlanta right now. I think it's 5 days. I think it's a concert tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But she's in Atlanta, and she's been there for a few days. Child, somebody broke into her choreographers in the car and stole. I said, y'all don't ride Beyonce on tour? Atlanta, what is wrong with y'all? Now I take it. It wasn't as if it was a tour bus that said Beyonce, but they breaking cars in Atlanta. So this is around July 8th. People broke into the car, okay, of her choreographer, her dancer, stole a lot of stuff. Okay, it happened around again on July 8th around 8 p.m. They were in a black Jeep Wagoneer, broke into it, child stole 2 suitcases, okay? But it had clothing, sunglasses, laptops, AirPods, all the stuff. But it had unreleased music, okay? It had set lists, past, current, and future, okay? I'm like, why y'all stealing? Okay? What is we doing? Why? Now, when you take people's electronics, it's a tracker in anyone's AirPods, Apple, anything Apple can be tracked. You are a dumb thief if you take something that's Apple because they can find you. And what happened? They traced the location. Okay, it was a red 2025 Hyundai Elantra with a link to the theft. It's surveillance footage. It's a warrant for folks' arrest. You can't rob Beyonce people in Atlanta and think they're not gonna put all the people. It's Beyonce. I just want folks to stop robbing people. You know, to bust somebody's window out and then take their luggage. It's crazy to me. But I've heard folks say, and I heard in Atlanta that if you leave your car with anything in your car, they will break in your car and take stuff. So maybe they're not from there. But again, I'm like, and I don't think anyone would even play Beyonce's stuff because she'll end up suing y'all. Okay, it was watermark music, unreleased music, footage plans for the show, past and future set lists that they got, also some personal things or whatever. But even if you got Beyonce's unreleased music, we're gonna play it at. It'll just stupid. Okay, so Atlanta, stop playing. Give her stuff back. She also brought back 16 carriages. Okay, this happened a couple days ago. So she had that car. The car was the parts are in the ocean somewhere. She came back on a big ass golden horse. I said, bitch, what happened? The fact that they said that she was gonna first do the horse in the beginning, and she then changed to the car. However, she had a horse on standby. I'm like, the fact that she had a whole gold mechanical horse that's sitting in the prop department waiting just in case. And I like her saying how, when you're scared, get back on the horse. Because I do feel like she was too scared to get back in that car because of what happened. Okay, and so they had to get the horse right and be sure she don't fall. And this time the horse is hoisted up, but also she has also on a safety harness too. So it was cute. I like it. And it's like she's galloping through it's so cute. Okay. So Beyonce said, bitch, stop on me. Because she only has like 1 or 2 shows left in Atlanta and then 2 shows in Vegas and then the tour's over. Okay. And I think at the end we'll get whatever's gonna come from Act 3, Jay-Z. Now, we discussed last week this younger man who wants to sue Jay-Z because you my daddy and you should have to talk to me and blah, blah, blah. I am a firm believer in if I'm an adult and I think you're my parent, but you don't care, I don't care either. I don't care either. This has been going on for years. And Jay-Z kind of clapped back at the man claiming, hey, you my daddy. He like, leave me alone. Okay, it's a decades-long allegation or whatever. It's been addressed. They have been to court a few times. And each time the judges have tossed it out. I don't know why this last judge said, oh, yeah, you can go ahead and, for what? For what? It's dumb to me. So per court documents, the 55-year-old mogul, Jay-Z, has asked for a federal judge to shut down the latest lawsuit filed by 31-year-old Premier Satterways, calling the accusations fabricated and part of a decades-long harassment campaign by this crazy man, his godmama. He says these fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed and rejected in multiple other courts, and he keeps harassing me. Okay, in disregards of the orders which have already been resulted in a contempt order. I feel like it's not as if Jay-Z did something wrong to the young man. He just said he Jay-Z's son, and Jay-Z said, I don't care. And if he don't care, why should I? And I was seeing fucking online say, well, why don't he just take the test? If Jay-Z takes one test because one person say, you my daddy, that would open up for anyone else who wanted to say he the daddy, he would have to take a test. So I would not take the test because I just don't want to. I don't want to. It's that simple. You're an adult. I'm an adult. I don't think you're my kid. I don't care if you're my kid. And I'm not going to be in my will to you. So if the kid was a baby, like an orphan, I would get it if there was it's a baby. But he's 31. He's a 31-year-old grown man who, again, has been beefing since in his 20s. It's been a back and forth. So yeah, I don't believe anyone should be forced to take a DNA test for another adult. Because if you telling me that I'm your daddy and I don't care, okay, cool, I take the test and now I'm your daddy. Now what? I still don't want to talk to you because you done harassed me for 10 years. So I don't know what the end game could be. But the old boy saying, the Jay-Z legal team have manipulated the court system across multiple states, committed fraud, and used the star celebrity status to dodge accountability. If I'm your daddy and I don't care, that ain't a legal situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you brought this situation to the public, and Jay-Z just has forever paid it dust. So again, it's not as if Jay-Z has done something to him besides ignore him and deny being his daddy and does not want to take a DNA test. But for you to make it seem as if Jay-Z people, it's like, no, he don't. I don't. If his mama was trying to say, hey, my kid is 10 and you the daddy, be the father, that's when I would say, Jay-Z, you ain't shit. But you're 31. You're 31. No, the only reason I would say to not do the test is because if you take the test for one, let's just say other kids or other adults or other whoever want to come out and say, Jay-Z's my daddy too. He would then have to take all the tests of anyone else who does it. I feel like, and I also thought, I saw folks say, oh, wait, they look alike. I'm like, a lot of folks look alike. Me favoring someone does not mean they were related, because we've seen many of celebrities and even regular folk who favor each other and are not family. So, I mean, they both have the same fetus, but so what? If I told you 10 years ago, I'm not your daddy, I don't care what you want, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And if you keep trying to force me to be your father, I'm going to say no even more. In my opinion. Old boy said he's not after any back child support. He's seeking damages for being allegedly shut out of college funds and during wrongful dismissal of suits and ongoing emotional toll. And I'm like, how did Jay-Z prevent you from getting college funds? And maybe if he couldn't afford college and he felt like Jay-Z to pay for college and be the daddy. He says enduring wrongful dismissal of his suits. That's the court. You know what I'm saying? That's the court. I do feel that people should know where they come from. However, I also feel like people should not have the duty to give random people blood tests if they just don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes a slippery slope when we say, I think you're my mama. I think you're my whatever. And you then are forcing people to take DNA tests because you think something. If I ask once and you say no, I don't want to get to know you. And actually, the fact of the matter is, if he wanted to go get a DNA test with someone else in Jaylee's family, is there any kind of familiar match there? But I just feel like I would not want anyone to force me to take some kind of DNA blood work test to make them feel better. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly I think they don't care, and that's a flaw within itself if you ask me as well. But I would not want anyone forcing it upon me. You know, but I don't know. Because okay, and let's say they take the test and it's negative. Then what? I told you I want your daddy, and now my DNA is in the system. Unless they come back and he is the daddy. Then what? We not gonna have no relationship because you harass people 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't think there's a win in this. You know, but again, we shall see. The judge has to now rule if it can be shut down again. But I'm like, I'm not forcing nobody to be in my life. Not family, not child. Look, we can know who our parent is and our parent ain't shit, and we don't want to be bothered with that. So I'm not gonna force, because if it wasn't Jay-Z, would he go this far? If his daddy was the garbage man who worked down the street, would he be forcing the garbage man daddy for DNA tests? If his daddy was the teacher at the local high school, would he be trying to fuss and fight with social media about the teacher at the high school being a daddy? No, to me, he's making it an issue because it's Jay-Z. It's because nobody is chasing a regular daddy down for DNA. They just aren't. He's doing it because it's Jay-Z. My mama told me she fucked Jay-Z that one time at college, or I don't know, one time. And now I want him to be my daddy because my mama said that she fucked him. I don't want nothing from him, but I'm gonna sue him for emotional distress because you came at the child. Anyway, Sheree is asking if y'all want her to launch She News. No, I want Sheree to go away. Sheree doesn't finish shit she starts. So Sheree goes to the fuck down. It's a no for me. Congrats to Glenn Turman, got his Hollywood star. Got the star of the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, first of all, he looked good to be old. With good knees. Look at them good knees. So look at the good balance. Okay, good old boobs and shit like that. The first movie I saw him in, you know what? I have to this day, I have never seen Coolie High to this day, but I loved him in JD's Revenge. And there's a JD's Revenge was a movie. Me and the bad guy, my ex, back in the day, was in the bed asleep one night, and the TV was on, and this movie was on. I'm like, what is going on? And the movie was JD's Revenge. And ever since then, that was back in 1999, maybe 2000, I think it was, when I saw the movie. But that was the first one I saw him in. And I just never watched Coolie High. I know what it's about. I know Coach Chief died. So I feel like I ain't gotta watch it. You know, some folk only know him from A Different World as Colonel Taylor. But I feel like he is a great treasure around here, okay? And so I was happy that he had a star on the Walk of Fame. So congrats to that man around here. For some reason, SeaWorld, okay, SeaWorld San Diego is having a concert series. Okay, now I don't know why SeaWorld is having Soulja Boy, Fat Joe. I said, what the fuck is happening? Why is SeaWorld R&B and rap now? I'm so confused. So Soulja Boy was there on the 12th. Fat Joe gonna be there on the 19th. Waka Flocka Flame, who don't like, will be there on the 26th. The I Love the 90s tour will Color Me Bad, Rod Bass, Trent of Naughty by Nature, and Young MC. Trina gonna be there on August 9th. Genuine is August 16th. And then on 8/23, the Turn Up tour with Petey Pablo, Paul Wall, Jaquan, and Bubba Sparks. I said, now what the fuck is going on? Is SeaWorld losing their, like, what? I don't under, yeah, we saw the Yin Yang twins when we discussed it last week. What is going on? Is there no more animals there? Like, isn't the purpose of SeaWorld to see the animals? I don't get it. But if you in San Diego, okay, if you want to catch some old rappers, go. I said, child, I guess so. I'm just confused. I never knew SeaWorld had like rap acts or just music acts in general. But I tried. Jesus, fix it. Look, I saw the clip of Charles when he was on the podcast right here, and it was asking him, you know, when he got married, for like why he got married. He said, "Oh, I don't know. He was in Vegas or whatever, and you know, I think somebody put something in my drink." Now I said, Charles, now why would you say that? Okay, now why would you say that? But I also feel like I blame the podcast people because they put out a 30-second clip of him saying that, and in my bone I said, the nigga joking. It's a bad joke, but he joking, but I said they purposefully put that little bit of a clip out for clickbait because they knew folk will pick up on it and spread it across the world. Okay, and they did. Oh, Charles don't love Anthony. Oh, child, they've been married for 10 years. So even if he said 10 years ago, I don't know, we went to Vegas one day, got drunk and stuff, and then they stayed married. They married now. So who cares? You know what I'm saying? So Angela and Charles, then was on here talking, child.
I didn't know if you remembered all of this.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, do you remember asking me to get married?
Huh?
Huh? Do you remember?
Yes.
You do. I don't know if someone who was drunk will remember that.
Huh? Drug?
Yeah.
I mean, you said we going to get there. I said I was trying to be funny with
It wasn't funny.
Yeah, well,
it wasn't funny.
I'm not a comedian, so.
You're not Red Fox, no.
Red Fox.
I don't know if some people don't have an old grumpy man in their family who have bad jokes and who say shit to be funny. It's not funny. I'm like, I have uncles like Charles. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think is that he don't like it. I think he is an old man way about himself, for one. I also feel like he think he's funny and this is not funny. But I'm like, they've been married for 10 years. So even if he did get drugged at one time in Vegas, he stayed with him. So I didn't care that much, okay? So yeah, but he has a podcast he's doing called Band. I'm not gonna listen to it, but he got it going on. Who else I want to get into? Oh Lord, it's too much stuff. How long have we been on here? Oh, 49 minutes. Okay, look, y'all take 30 seconds, okay, and like the video, please. And we're back. Trey Songz is in trouble because Trey Songz is always doing something stupid that gets him in trouble. So TMZ has footage of Trey Songz at an event, and he assaults a cameraman, and it's all caught on camera around here. So Trey, for some reason, is stupid because stop putting your hands on people. Okay, when you put your hands on people, and it's a whole bunch of stuff going on, someone is going to get it on camera. Okay, and while something was going on, the cameraman who was like there because the owner of the restaurant had him there, Trey walked up and like pushed the guy. I said, "What is wrong with you?" Fool, it's all on camera. It's all caught on camera. Okay, Trey Songz is a dangerous individual, in my opinion, because you had no reason to push, attack, knock over nothing that man did. And if you want to get someone out of your space, you need to have security do that. You want to know why? Because they're paid to do that. But when you, as the artist, do dumb shit, you get blamed. So don't be dumb. And it's all on child. So now he's apparently facing charges because why? It was caught on camera. It was caught on camera. I was look, if the man posted it, like, what the fuck, bro? You know, and when the restaurant owner said, "Man, I have him here. He's working for me." Oh, I don't give a fuck. Trey Songz, to me, somebody sue him. Okay, someone sue Trey Songz, get Trey Songz arrested a little bit, because when you are this out of pocket, when you are this out of control, to where you are out in a public space and you're on some bullshit, what is wrong with you? Stop it. Okay, cut it out. But again, he's accused of assaulting a photographer, and I'm pretty sure a lawsuit will be coming up. Why? Because why not? Okay, why not? Brit Eady. Brit Eady did post her outfit for the reunion. Now this is the thing. Too little, too late. In my opinion, the dress is gorgeous. She looks great. However, too little, too late. We don't care. Now it was a gold. Let me go to if she got me blocked, I don't know. I'm gonna go to her page. I thought they had her in a dress, in the regular color. So this is her dress. You know, she's holding a burning peach because I guess she's on fire. It's like, no, ma'am. Again, the dress is beautiful. She would have looked great, but she wasn't there. And you should have released your picture when the other ladies posted theirs, because it would have at least, you know what I'm saying, been or whatever. But you releasing your picture like the day after the being airs, no one cares. No one at all. And she put, as I close this chapter, I want to thank everyone who supported me, my friends, my followers, my amazing team, and everyone who defended my name. I decided to walk away from something that no longer serves me because I choose peace over destroying my mental. It's very easy to say what I should have done when most have not walked a day in my shoes. I choose me, and a lot of people can't say they choose themselves. I still have a lot of healing left to do, but you can't heal in the same place that made you sick. I don't owe anyone closure. I only owe myself to do what's best for me. My journey here is done, Brit. And I'm like, girl, okay, bye. I mean, what do you want us to do? What do you want? You chose to walk away. Bye. You chose to not show up at the reunion. Bye. You made a decision to choose you Okay, well, so that means after today, Brit should not mention nothing Real Housewives related. Nothing. Leave it be, bitch. Okay, get out our face. Don't do no interviews about it. Don't do no book about it. And I feel like you're a one season wonder. And that's it. So to me, Brit is not being brave. She isn't. I don't think that she is this, oh my God, it almost broke me. Oh my God, it almost broke. Girl, no, it didn't. Because you put yourself in that situation. So I don't care about Brit. I don't like Brit, honestly. I just feel like she's full of shit. I feel like Brit came on this show and she knowingly caused a ruckus. And she then left because she did not want to face the ruckus. And while we can say, oh, well, if someone released your news or whatever, it's hard, it wasn't her. It wasn't you. How are you healing from something that never happened? Because you said the photographs were not you. So nothing happened. You weren't exposed. So what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? So folks who like her, that, oh my God, she's the best. She isn't. She isn't. Now, if she was smart and wasn't dumb, she would have came to the reunion, called out the fact that it wasn't her, called out whoever. But I feel like she knows she can't handle the spotlight that is on her because her life is fake. Parts of her life are fake. And she does not want the eyes on her. She does not want people to be able to call her bluff. You know what I'm saying? She does not want people to be able to say, girl, your slipper showing. You and her husband. You and that. You know what I'm saying? So after today, we will forget Brit existed. You know what I'm saying? She's a one season in one and done. Not in a good way. And I hope she never comes back. It's that simple. So yeah, but that was her outfit. And girl, get out of her face. This whole what was the girl name? Nicki Baby and LiAngelo Ball and the new girl. Now, first of all, where is that? Because the fact that lady announced she was pregnant. So Rashida Nicole announced she was pregnant by LiAngelo. A week later, he filed for divorce. Now, the fact that he was with Nicki Baby for about 4 years, did not marry her, equal 2 kids. He married this new chick, got her pregnant, and then divorced her. I said, but Rashida, it's your fault. Because when you and that man was out here canoodling, all hugged up and laughing at Nicki Baby, you was, oh yeah, my man, he bought me a new car, my man. Forget that lady, whatever, it's me and him, and now you are her both. Now you are a woman who's with him, pregnant by him, and he didn't left you. Okay, he left you pregnant. Now Nicki Baby did an interview with Jason Lee. I don't care to watch it. But she was like, look, my daughter was 4 weeks old and he was out of town, but I knew something was up. He didn't call me for 3 days. He then texted me, like, we got to talk. And she's like, why you guys like pregnant? And he said, well, yeah, someone's pregnant, so me and you need to co-parent. The fact that he texted her that he knocked somebody else up is crazy. You know, she also brought up how she was seeing them together on the girl's page because he showed her the girl's page. So to me, he is a fuck boy. Because even if you were done with Nicki, if you wanted to be done with Nicki, then do that. But to like mess with somebody else, get someone else pregnant at the same time that your You just had a baby. It's messy. And to me, Rashida was like in on the mess. You know what I'm saying? So now that he's filed for divorce, right after she announced the pregnancy, she was on social media responding to Nicki Baby. And I feel like, girl, that man's already embarrassed you. Okay? He's already embarrassed you to the highest point of embarrassment because he got with you, got you pregnant, married you, and then divorced you all in one breath. Okay? So any clap back you have for Nicki is stupid because she ain't the issue. She's telling you how he did her wrong with you. You ain't the victim here. Okay? She said, I was really trying to be chill because I'm pregnant. Girl, bye. Because you may be pregnant now, but Nicole had just had that baby and was postpartum. But I digress. She said, I'm so tired of this bitch keeping my name. This bitch keep talking about me. So let's talk about it. It's giving obsessed. You're focused on blaming me for your problems. He chose to leave. I don't mention you. I don't care. You harassing me behind the scenes. Have people call me to abort my baby, wishing death on my more child, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe shit she's saying. I don't. Because you focus on her and you should be focused on how he played you too. Wait, which let's see, Nene. Let's see, Nene. Which Nene? Because I think, girl.
Shut up! That is so stupid.
You can't be upset at Nicki Baby. You can't be. Because at the end of the day, Nicki and they had a relationship. They dated for years. They had 2 kids. The baby was 4 weeks old. To have a 4-week-old newborn baby and your baby daddy texts you that he knocked somebody else up, bitch, you are the problem. You are the problem. She said, PSA, my due date is in December. We don't care. Thank you for the free promo, though. While I'm baking the baby, thank you to all the negative. Girl, the reason that people are being negative towards you is because you are using yourself as a scapegoat of foolishness, bitch. Okay? You got with a dude just to get used, knocked up, and disposed of. That's all.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
And maybe she chose to get knocked up for a check. Maybe she thought, I'll get with him, I'll get pregnant, I have a paycheck. But girl, you're not the victim. Not at all. You can't call, even though I'm not a big fan of Nicki Baby, never have been, never will be. Her position in this, she is the victim. Because I thought we were together. I thought we were a happy family. And I found out the blue, we weren't. And you did play a part in that. Because to me, I think people knew that Nicki and him were together. They had 2 kids. She was sneaking around with you and whatnot. So, girl, the fuck bye. Okay? See, we don't like dumb people. Yeah, we don't like dumb people. And I think she's dumb. They say Remy Ma and Claressa was at the same. Now, Clarissa's a boxer. Remy came and like walked somebody into the boxing match fight this weekend or whatever, which is crazy, if you ask me, whatever. And so at that same fight, you had Claressa around there, like, dude, what's up? And across the ring, Remy is over there sitting with Fat Joe. Now, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Okay, Papoose was there as well. Okay, he was there with Claressa. But I just feel like, child, a part of me feel like I don't know who is pushing this beef or this issue between Remy and old girl, I feel like it's dumb because both of them have moved on, for one, and there does not need to be this back and forth. But I do find it funny that they're on opposite sides. Clearly, they can probably see each other. So, I mean, luckily a fight didn't break out. It could have got worse. Layla Ali did say, look, I'll fight her for 15, 20 mil.
Layla, last one at Claressa Shields. There's rumors that you're gonna come back and fight her. What everybody's talking about it, or in the boxing circle.
The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me about this. That's all.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's gonna set this up. I know it.
Unless somebody call.
I don't want Layla or Claressa to fight. Layla has not fought in around 15 years. She's retired. And I just feel like they're both great boxers. You know what I'm saying? They're both great in their own ways, in their own time in boxing. Claressa she's from Michigan. She's from Flint. And we have like a little chip on our shoulder here in Michigan. So part of me feel like that's the competitiveness in her. But I need Claressa to sometimes sit down and shut up. You know what I'm saying? I do. I need her to go sit down somewhere and shut up. But I get her wanting to, talk her shit. I don't think any athlete should have to, make it seem as if they're not the greatest. But the way to do that is never to make anyone else feel like they ain't shit because they're older and they're retired. You know what I'm saying? It's like, child, I just need her to stop. I do. Now, if her and Remy box, I'll see that. I would. But it's a weird dynamic to me that I don't understand. Child, Quad is Heavenly's manager.
I'm yours truly, Miss Quad, and I am so honored to be Dr. Heavenly Kimes' campaign manager.
Amen. And I'm Dr. Heavenly Kimes. I'm running for State Representative District 93, and this is Ebony Magazine.
Listen, I am here for you for education, for healthcare, for police reform, and also for businesses and bringing money back to our community. We actually serve District 93, which includes Gwinnett County, Rockdale County, and DeKalb County. So guys, come out. We need your help. We need your support. Make sure you follow us at Dr. Heavenly for Georgia.
I don't live in Georgia. I live in Michigan. And I am all for people getting involved in politics where they want to make a difference. I just feel like it's a plot line. I do. I feel like it's a plot line for the housewives for American Medicine. Because why Quad? Does Quad have does she have experience being a manager? I don't know. But again, child, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see it all go down on the next season of American Medicine, because what else? But I said, child, I guess so. I guess I'm gonna leave it because I don't let up. But she said, come and vote for me. Shannon Sharpe's SA lawsuits has hit a little snag. Okay, the accuser did not come to court. Now, in my opinion, okay, if you sue me and we have to go to court, but you don't show up to court, I feel like that should be an automatic dismissal. There should be a rule to where either you or your counsel have to show up, or else the case is dismissed. Now, if you want to refile, you can do that by paying all new fees. You know what I'm saying? But it was weird. So at the July 9th court date, not only did the accuser did not show up, her attorney did not either. Only Shannon Sharpe's lawyer attended court. And the judge said, bitch, what? So the judge postponed the case for 45 days. It's now set for September 3rd. And I feel like you should not be able to, for you to not show up, your lawyer don't show up, and I have to come back and case dismissed. Okay, and the judge was expressed disappointment over the strategy, saying whether it's to set up a settlement conference or to set up a hearing for litigation, you expect all parties to be present. Okay, because why the fuck you not here? Anyway, we shall see what happens. If you suing me for SA, where you at? Where's your attorney? But maybe she can't afford an attorney, and so she said, I don't know. Yeah, we gotta wait till September. I'm like, no, just toss it out. Toss it out, Judge. Where Kanye West? Well, no, Chris Brown. They say Chris Brown got 2 new charges, child, from that assault in London that happened back in 2023. The new charges are assault causing actual bodily harm and possession of an offensive weapon. Both come from the incident that happened back in 2023. The trial is set to begin in October of 2026. It's over a year away. While Chris settled the civil lawsuit with the victim, the criminal suit is still going forward. So the fact that even though you paid the person who you allegedly hit with a bottle, you have to still go to court. And you have more charges, Chris, go sit down somewhere. And if there's any other pending assault case for you, go settle it now. If you hit anybody else in any other country, go settle that shit immediately. Save yourself some money and settle it. Columbus Short. He got a restraining order against his wife. Okay. He says she's abusing me. She's beating me. He was granted a temporary restraining order following a domestic event that happens over a 10-week-old puppy. Now, I swear to God, I was reading this a few days ago, and I thought it said that she threw the puppy at him. I was like, why are you throwing the puppy? But I would have said. So he bought a new puppy. Okay, he brought the puppy home June 21st, and his wife was pissed. She must not like dogs. Okay, but Columbus said the wife became aggravated. Okay, she was also aggressive with the puppy. He confronted her about being aggressive with the puppy, and he said, "Child, she beat my ass. She got physical with me, hit me in the face and stuff. I had an injury to my eye. A neighbor, I guess, heard her screaming, called the police. The police got there. The police saw his injuries and arrested her. Okay. The dog, I guess, peed on the floor, and so she got upset, was kicking the dog, tossed the dog around, whatever. She allegedly also hit him, Columbus, with a glass trophy. Okay. He said he faces daily verbal abuse from her in front of their 2 children. Say she's emotionally unstable, and they had previous incidents where she threatened him with knives. Sir, that's your fault. Because it seemed like she crazy. It seemed like this ain't the first rodeo of her being. So don't bring the same way we say don't bring no child in an abusive relationship. Don't bring the new puppy around one either. Now, I think I saw another post where she maybe also accused him of being aggressive too. Break up. No, abused men can speak up. They absolutely can speak up. But I feel like I keep hearing shit about him and her, but he keep being with her. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the same way people like, why didn't she leave? Why she go back? Why didn't he leave? Why he go back? If she up here throwing trophies and kicking dogs, okay, as you said, she put a knife on you. What was it, a knife? Yeah, he said in a previous incident, she's threatened him with knives and has bitten him. So you only got one time to bite me, bitch. And you know what I'm saying? So, but look, if you go back, sir, that's on you. First of all, did she probably make him some spaghetti that he can't get loose? Okay, if she made that man some special spaghetti, he can't get loose. Okay, but sir, if she's abusive, sir, you can leave her. It is help in these streets. Okay, you don't have to be beaten up. But don't you have a history of abuse as well? Is they abusing each other? Shut. Call Johnny Cochran. Johnny, and he dead. It's sad. Tyler Perry's accuser. Derek Dixon speaks out. Okay, because as he said, everybody deserves to go to work and do their job without their boss trying to have sex with them. I fully agree. You know, he's come out saying he got some backlash. Okay, he talked to the Hollywood Reporter. He said, okay, going public with the allegations was terrifying but necessary. I couldn't let him get away with this. Everyone deserves to go to work and do their job without their boss trying to have sex with them. I fully agree. And the crazy part is that when I read his lawsuit, a part of me feel like you and Tyler had a relationship. Y'all was fucking around in some kind of way. And because he is your boss, that is wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I believe in this scenario that he was an unwilling participant in the playing around stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I don't feel like this one situation was that he's holding my job over my head, because in my opinion, he was already fucking around with you before you got on the show on the Oval. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't even in your life controlling shit yet. You know what I'm saying? So a part of me felt like he played along to get in the industry. It's like if you like a dude, right? Let's say you like a guy, right? But not that much. You know what I'm saying? But you want him to pay for your car. And you won't sleep with him. But he wants to get off. So you give him a handy J, okay, to pacify him to get what you want. So I'm not going to sleep with you, but I'll help you release some tension for a car note and stuff. So a part of me feel like Derek put up with enough to keep Tyler on the ropes, but there was some kind of relationship. Because to me, those texts just felt like two dudes who be fucking around, you know, dealing with each other. Now, I'm not saying that Derek did not want to be harassed by Tyler Perry. I'm not saying that. He probably did not want to be harassed at all. But I think he put up with it because he wanted something. And I think Tyler thought he liked me. And Tyler was stupid. Okay? So I want this to play out. I want Tyler to explain to us, the people, okay, what happened. Okay? Was there some kind of sexual relationship? Was there more than a friendship between y'all? Can you make friends with benefits and stuff? Like, is that your defense? Because if it's true that you were just pushing yourself on him and he was never reciprocating that energy, then that's dead ass wrong. But if there's some kind of, hey, you know, he was trying to, you know, play with my dick. We was both playing with each other's sticks around here. Two tops who did not want to bottom. Okay? Because look, two tops can't fuck around. Because eventually someone has to get bottomed. Okay? The pole has to enter the hole. Okay? And if that doesn't happen, someone isn't happy. Okay, and because I still don't know if Derek is a I don't know what his preference. I don't know if he's gay, bi, I don't know. But what if he is a top? Okay, and Tyler's a top, and they both want to get bottomed. Then what's gonna happen? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So I want to see this out, but I do agree with him in saying no one should have to go to work and then have their boss try to harass them for sex. But if you are a person, if you are a grown adult who meets somebody, y'all already fucking around or whatever, and you end up working for him, I mean, what are we gonna do around here? So I do want to see how this plays out. I do want to see what Tyler's excuses is. Because unless he come and say, hey, we were dating. I was courting him. We kissed a few times. Okay. He rubbed my booty. I rubbed his booty. Okay. And when I wanted to do more than rub a booty, he got upset and didn't want to sue me. So I don't know. But that man said, no one should be harassed. Nicki Minaj. I don't care. I have her on the thumbnail. She was talking and jaw jagging. You know, at one point she was saying, oh, yeah, you know, the Grammys wanted me to be on the board. You know, this is her saying, Barbs, y'all actually be caring about these ridiculous posts. Y'all actually be needing a rebuttal from me. The real ones don't take the nonsensical bait to distract them. Bot Nation. Current weird cases. Again, she's still coming at Rock Nation. So just know you'll be blocked right along with them. Pookie. If you need Nicki Minaj to tweet that she's rich every day for you to know that to be true, you've lost the plot and stupid. Imagine thinking that you're a shame person by using buzzwords like broke, but won't address the 40 mil you were allegedly on tape being begging and crying for. She has this obsession with Rock Nation. And if you feel like Rock Nation, Jay-Z, or whoever owes you money, take their ass to court. Because complaining on social media ain't gonna help nothing. Not today, not ever. And I just feel like Nicki is always when she has these rants, she comes off like, and I'm not saying she's doing drugs. Nicki rants come off like an individual who's high off cocaine, and she's just spewing this and that and that and that and that and that and that. I'm not saying she's on drugs. I don't know her. Okay, I'm not saying it for a fact, but I'm saying that's how her actions come off. You know, and she's consistently fussing with people, or she's on social media trying to convince people that she's not broke, or that she's not upset, or that she's not bitter, but it gives broke, bitter, and crazy. You know, and I don't mean broke as in she does not have any money, but I feel like the money she used to make isn't the same anymore. Even her saying that they stole money from her tour, it's like, girl, how? You are Nicki Minaj. How do you not have a team in place that gets you top everything? So the fact that she does not even have a team to protect her assets and protect her brand, to me shows she's a little bit cuckoo cuckoo. All right. And she around here talk. Nicki is a. Hey Siri, how old is Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj is 42 years old.
Thank you. She's 42 years old. Why are you talking to Kai Sinat?
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it though. But Twitch is just easier discoverability, and they're able to find you easier. But Kick is pretty good too, but it's just fairly new, you know. So yeah.
And I know they offered you like to come over there before, right? I think.
Yeah, they did. They have. They do deals and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, how are you doing otherwise? How's your mom and your sister?
It's just weird. It's weird that hey Siri, how old is Kai Cenat? He's 23. Thank you. He's 23. I'm like, the kind of fans that Kai has on streaming as a 20-year-old youngster in the streaming world versus 40-year-old Nicki Minaj, whose fan base, we're in our 40s. Okay? We not trying to go on Twitch looking for you, bitch. But that lets me know her fans are teenage kids who can compute adult shit. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy to let me ask Kai Cenat what to do. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? It ain't the same marketing team that he had for his fans that you have for yours. But she's always looking for a gimmick to me. And saying she wants to jump on the next trend. And Nicki Minaj should be a trendsetter, not trying to jump into different trends. You know what I'm saying? And that's her problem, in my opinion. Okay? So go sit down something else. Go shit down. Okay? Tasha K and them. So remember y'all remember, so when R. Kelly was still, this was I think maybe after his conviction or something, Tasha K got on her channel and was like reading some of his prison stuff and whatnot, and he sued her. Okay, R. Kelly sued Tasha K from jail because he accused her of using or getting a hold to his jail records and leaking them to the public. Now, at the time this happened, I fully felt like, I was like, I mean, she leaked that shit. I don't know where she got it from, okay? But she leaked that shit. But the judge has now dismissed his lawsuit against Tasha K. So she won one. Okay? She won this. And my thing is, when you win the little cases, it's cool, but you still owe $4 million. I would have preferred to lose the little itty bitty ones and have won the big one, but that's just on me. Okay, but it's like a victory for her because the judge said no. Okay, it ain't happened. The judge dismissed the case against Tasha K because he claimed that she leaked his jail records to the public. The judge said, "Hey, your team did not provide enough proof to prosecute her." Okay, so the case was dismissed. That's a good thing. Now, if his lawyers, possibly, get some new evidence and refiles with new evidence, that could happen. I don't know. Okay, but that's a win for Tasha. Now, she said we down 1 and up 4. By R. Kelly's, because again, she lost the Cardi case. But she won because she won in this situation. I believe even the situation with her and Kevin Hart, who claimed that they tried to extort him. And I don't know what the other 2 cases are that she said she won in. But again, she's at least saved from Robert Kelly. Now, again, because I remember those videos at the time that she was saying the stuff, I felt like, I said, girl, those prison records. How'd she get those? But, child, what do I know? But again, a victory is a victory. So we gonna hope. But Tasha, move smarter, my love. Okay, stop the bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, so Lil Meech, right? Lil Meech friend is calling him a snitch. Now y'all listen to this.
Good, man.
Hey, something y'all might be done. Yeah. What y'all found out? Y'all found it. It's not legal.
Huh?
It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal
It's not legal what?
to have a firearm.
I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
So the friend is saying we got pulled over. The cops only found a gun on him that was legal. And then we see Meech saying, but what about the other stuff? Now, what other stuff?
Oh. Good, man.
Hey, shouldn't charge you running guns.
Yeah.
Okay. What y'all found on them? What y'all found?
Being caught snitching on camera is crazy.
It's not legal.
Huh?
It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal
It's not legal what?
to have a firearm.
I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh?
The other stuff.
Talking about the other guy?
The other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Oh.
So Meech was like, no, the other stuff. Not the gun, child. The other stuff. I was like, that is crazy. Because I'm a firm believer in shut the fuck up. Unless they ask you, hey, we found this stuff. Is it yours? No, it ain't mine. It ain't mine. But they're telling you, we found stuff, it ain't illegal. And you like, what about the other stuff? And friend like that, they searched me again and now I went to jail. Okay, I went to jail. I'm not reading all this shit. The reason I got to go do Fed time, okay, because he's a snitch. Okay, snitched on me. Okay, told them go around there and look for more stuff, and now I am locked up. They won't let me.
Bro, I got you to lying like I deserve. But bro just told me shit. I'm gonna try to make speed up the process.
Yeah, that shit just, nigga ain't got no trouble but to fight the situation. It's just the situation I put my family through.
That's not like it.
I'm thinking that was gonna be handled already, so I really took a chance on using the money I had saved up for my family.
Now, first of all, stop doing drug deals and gun deals or whatever. Be surprised you get locked up. Also, don't hang around with snitches. Okay, clearly, Lil Meech is a snitch. I don't know if Big Meech is a snitch. I don't know. I wasn't there. But your son can't hold water. Okay, son can't hold water. Officer, go check the trunk. Okay. Oh, that part wasn't illegal? No, sir. It's most stuff over there. Go and look. Okay. And so now Owe has to do some fair time. Oh, what happened on this one? Okay, there. He has to do fair time. So Jesus is gonna fix him at one point. Faith being sued by B's estate. They say Faith Evans sued over B's estate, accused of withholding proceeds to pay his children and trying to take over his after the past. Now, this is my thing. Biggie been dead since 97. His mama died, I think either earlier this year or late last year. Ain't nobody left besides his kids and Faith. Okay? I mean, somebody got to go. To my knowledge, okay? But say Faith is facing a lawsuit there so that she is illegally withholding money from his estate. Okay. Says prep reports, Wayne Barber, who identifies himself as the trustee of Violetta Wallace's estates. Okay, now she owed all Biggie shit. So again, her trustee has filed suit against Faith. He claims Faith wrongfully withheld proceeds from a deal that is a Violetta arranged for passing away as part of an alleged attempt to take over the estate. Let's see. He says he points to a deal involving Primary Wave, a major independent music publisher known, blah, 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 blah. Back in March, the company announced it was finalizing a deal to purchase 50% of Biggie's estate, which would have been about $20 million. However, a major shift occurred just 1 month before the announcement of Valletta, who helped run the state, passed away. But wait a minute, if the deal was on the table and then she passed away, the mama passed away, that to me don't mean the deal should pass away. The man said Valletta helped grow and manage the estate after the death. She negotiated a deal with Primary Wave. Claiming Faith, who owns the other 50% of LLC, started distributing profits from the sale of Biggie's children and herself while withholding the trust herself. This is my thing. If there's a trust, if I own 50% as his ex-wife and the mother to one of his children, his mama owned 50%, she died, shouldn't everything go to Faith? I just feel like, and if she is giving, if she's distributing profits to his children, that's where it's supposed to go. His mama dead, ain't no one left. He didn't have no siblings. He has 2 kids and 1 ex-wife. So who else is supposed to get shit? Okay, also let's not forget, Faith was still married to Biggie when he died. So technically, that lady was still that man's wife when he died. So to me, legally, whatever he gets, it should go to her because his mama is now dead. Because his mama can't give it to nobody else besides her or the kids anyway. Yeah, when Biggie had the daughter before he got with Faith, they then had the son CJ. So Biggie has 2 children in this world, but he was never married to the daughter's mom. He and Faith were married until the day he died. But again, the things say that Faith was distributing profits to Biggie's children, Tiana and CJ, and herself as his wife. The fuck? So he's accusing her of misconduct and is asking the court to remove her as the manager of his LLC. I am a firm believer in the family should be the ones in charge of a person's estate when they're gone. You know what I'm saying? If there are no parents, there are no siblings, if all that's left is his children and his widow, the woman who was, you know what I'm saying? I think that's who we should go to, in my opinion. Now, I don't know how the paperwork is set up, but I don't feel like Faith giving funds to herself and his children is wrong, in my opinion. So we'll see how that plays out because, child, I don't know. But child, it's his widow and his children. Now, if she give money to Stevie J or some nigga she dating, that's different. But I don't feel like anyone should say, well, yeah, let's remove his widow and the mother to was his youngest child, who's an adult now. Let's remove her. No. Get the fuck out. Okay, we shall see. But y'all, that'd be big. Gervonta Davis, the boxer, was arrested for allegedly hitting his big mama in the back of her head and slapping her. He has a history of abusive behavior. Okay. So, 1, lock his ass up. Okay, lock his ass up. Now, the incident happened allegedly on Father's Day, but he was arrested on Friday. Okay, he allegedly assaulted her during the Father's Day pickup that turned ugly. Okay, it's a 30-year-old fighter who lives in Coral Springs, taken into custody in Miami Beach. According to the report, Davis had been in a relationship. They was dating for 4 years. Okay, had 2 kids. He was in a house to pick up the kids on Father's Day. Things went left. A whole verbal argument turned physical. Okay, told her to take the kids out of his car because child, hold on. You went to get your kids for Father's Day. You get into an argument with the mama. You then tell her, get the kids out of my car because I don't want them no more. Bitch, what? It say when she lay into the back seat to get their daughter, he hit her in the back of the head, slapped her in the face, caused a small cut inside her lip. She touched her mama. He beat me up, arrested. Now he got out like either a day or so later. Child, don't cover up now.
I can tell you that this is a first for me because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges. He refused to answer our questions. You are looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta "Tank" Davis.
Who was abusive.
He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day.
He looked guilty.
In the arrest report we obtained, it states Davis arrived to pick up his children from his ex-girlfriend's Doral home and during that process struck her in the back of the head. An investigator said he then proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting in a minor laceration to the inner area of her lip.
He did his ass whooped.
Police said the victim was treated at Baptist Hospital where officers responded, but Davis was nowhere to be found.
Because he ran. He's a runner. He's a track star.
4 weeks later, and Miami Beach police would arrest him.
Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
Unfortunately, this is not the first time Davis had made headlines for his run-ins with the law involving domestic violence. I tried to speak with him back in 2022 as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail for allegedly hitting his ex-girlfriend outside of his Parkland home, causing injuries to her face.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
In 2020, he was seen on video grabbing his ex-girlfriend by the throat at a celebrity basketball game. While Davis is known for his fights in the ring, it is his fight with the law that he is facing off with once again. Police said that
because he's guilty. He has a history of being abusive. And this be my thing. When we have people who have a consistent history of being abusive, this is the people we should be upset with. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm comparing him to Jonathan Majors. The Jonathan Majors had one incident that we know of. Okay, only the one. And until he has more than one, whatever. But this individual right here has a consistent history of being physically abusive to the women in his life. This is who we should drag. This is who we should not trust. He ain't fixed. He not in therapy. He's not getting better. He's getting worse. Cause you up there beating the kids up in front of. You up there beating up the kid's mama in front of the kids. You're supposed to come get your kids for Father's Day. You say fuck that, I ain't taking it, when you beat their mama. So this is the kind of person I have that energy for. Someone who I always say, once I see the pattern, it's you. Okay? Fuck you. Anyway, I hope stay locked up. We out now. You know I'm saying?
I have been covering suspect.
You want to hide the face? We see you, little bitch. Anyway, aggravate me. What's left, y'all? I got 4 minutes. I want to be done by 11. Okay. Let's see. We did Tasha or Kelly. We did Nicki. Did we do? Okay, wait. Beyonce. We did Beyonce. Cardi. So Cardi has clapback. You know, there was folks saying, "Oh, Stefan said that her booty stank and they broke up."
Female talking about if Cardi's the blueprint, why can't she keep a man? First of all, babe, I was married for 7 years and put a $500,000 ring on my finger 2 times. I left. Didn't left me. And I have right now that love me down. I am a talented, rich, bad, creative, bad. I'm good at everything that I do. I'm looking for a that is a partner. I never wanted to depend on a man.
Who is she talking?
So it was somebody posted on social medias, okay, oh, Stefan said Cardi but BBL stank, and they broke up. So Cardi saying, bitch, forget y'all. I was married, okay, for years. I left my husband. My man now love me down. I mean, I'm still with Stefan D, and my booty don't stink. Cardi sometimes don't respond to the bull stuff. You know what I'm saying? It ain't needed because random people say dumb shit all the time. And sometimes you just have to ignore the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Stefan ain't complaining. And like you said, I was married for 7 years. You know, I left him because he wasn't shit. I want a man I can build with. I don't want no man to take care of me. I like it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, forget y'all. Kiss my grits. Now, I saw a different post of her saying, my butt don't think. I've had a big ass for years. You know what I'm saying? I know how to wash and clean myself and stuff. Leave me be, bitch. I also feel like when I've heard of people who BBL's thinking, I've heard people say that it's the girls who don't be washing properly, who sometimes just had the work done and they be their leakage. You know what I'm saying? But she's right. I had a booty job child 15 years ago. Like, I'm good now. I mean, I may have to. It's the fine like it. So what we're going to do? Okay. The Diddy of it all. This story confused me. They saying that Biggie's son, CJ, is accused of assisting Diddy from an alleged 2020 essay lawsuit. Okay. I said, what? Now, them naming Biggie's son is weird to me. It says filed over the 4th of July holiday. A complaint centers around a 2020 incident in which the plaintiff, John Doe, claimed that he was transported in a Combs Corporation vehicle to a remote TV location under false pretenses. He says Biggie's son was a part of it. Okay. Biggie's son was a part of the group who lured me there. Okay. He alleges that once inside, he was led to a separate room where Diddy was waiting. It says as John Doe's head was being held by others, Diddy attempted to stuff his penis in his mouth. And I said, wait, what? You telling me that people held your head while Puff tried to put his pole in the hole? Every time I hear a new Diddy allegation, I just imagine it, and I'm like, who were the men holding your head? You know what I'm saying? It says the man also claimed that the Combs Corporation team captured a photo of the incident for purpose of humiliation. Upon returning to the vehicle, he alleges Wallace, Biggie's son, entrepreneur William Mack, and other individuals were waiting to transport him home. The suit references an earlier alleged abuse involving Diddy tossing a fluid-filled Biggie shirt at somebody. He's going down this from Biggie's son, Mac, and other people alleging they promised him to work for the child. Look, who was holding your head? Because to me, whoever held your head for Puff to put the pole in your hole, that's who should be going to jail, because that's insane. You know what I'm saying? We keep hearing these crazy stories, and I'm looking like, y'all nasty. Y'all nasty. Okay? If this happened, y'all are Biggie's son, Puff, and whoever else was out here head holding, y'all nasty. Okay? You're filthies around here. Okay? A dude said he had to ride home with the taste of Diddy's pole on his mouth because they forced him to perform the thing. Okay. I don't know how people. I'm a sexual person. Okay. In my life, I am a sexual person. And I can imagine that being fun. You know what I'm saying? Like holding someone down to force something. I don't get how that is stimulating. You know what I'm saying? And what kind of person wants to hold someone else's head? Y'all just nasty. If it's true, everybody go to jail. The head holders, the ball holders, all y'all. Anyway, T.I. and Tiny. So T.I. and Tiny had that big ass ruling. Okay. They got 71 million from the OMG lawsuit thing from MGA. Okay. They got 17.9 million in actual damages, and then they were going to get 53.6 million in punitive damages. Well, but judge said not so fast. Judge said nope. That 56 million, that 53.6 million, we're gonna take that back. Okay, we're gonna change that to $1. Now they still get the 17.9 mil. That is set. However, the 53.6 in punitive damage, the judge said no. Judge James V. Selena said the 17.9 was fine, but there wasn't enough evidence of deliberate intent to justify the 53.6 million. So he said, nope, for punitive damages, I'm going to put it down to $1. Now, going from, 71 mil to 17.9 mil plus $1 is a setback. Okay. So they had the choice to either accept the 17.9 mil and the $1 or go back to court. Well, T.I. and Tiny said, bitch, we're going to court. They allegedly rejected the offer of the $1 and said, nope, let's go to court for a fourth trial. How much have you spent in lawyer fees? Because I don't know. For me, I would not want to keep fighting over and over and over when I've already gotten at least 17 mil. I'm pretty sure they paid at least $1 million in lawyer fees between this case and other cases. Like, they've been spending money on lawyers and going back for a fourth trial to try to get, punitive damages. I wouldn't want to do all of that. Now, I also feel like, offering somebody $1 is disrespectful. It's crazy a little bit. But I guess so. Okay. So they will be having another trial to try to get their money. I'm like, Jesus, just leave it be. Now, who else I got left? We did them. Oh, I think I did everybody. I did one. Yay! Kanye West, is getting sued for assault. Okay. His ex-assistant claims he forced his pole in her mouth hole. Okay. And offered her as a gift to other men. I feel like we've heard the same lawsuit before. I think maybe he's just adding to it. He said she lying. It's a fantasy. Because it's Kanye West, I'm gonna say he did that shit. Give me a $500,000. Give me the half meal. Okay, I'm not that greedy at all. But you know what also I feel like with this thing, forget Kanye West. A part of me also feel like I don't know how much the dogs made, for one. But I also feel like getting, 17 over almost $18 million is good, But if the company made, let's say, if the company made $200 million from a stolen idea, I want more than 17.8 mil. I do. But I don't know what the thing made. So I would not try to go back and get the more money. Well, man, I'm tired of fighting. It's been like a 5-year court battle. I'm not back and forth in it. But again, the judge could have said, hey, we're going to drop the 53.6 mil down to 20 mil. But I think dropping it down to $1 is probably why they are going back to court. Because you can't go from 53.6 mil to $1, not even 10 mil. I'm just saying, what the fuck. So I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. Okay. We are at 11 o'clock. It's been almost 2 hours. So I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I will be live again probably tomorrow, but do not forget, I did Medea's reunion. Medea's family, Medea's destination wedding review is up. My Housewife of Atlanta review is up. Okay, and there's other content up as well. So make sure you're watching all of the other content that we have up today. Okay. Y'all know to like and subscribe. Okay, y'all know to do that around here because it's the thing to do. Okay, I am about to go to bed because I am tired and stuff, but I love you all and stuff. I need a nap. Anyway, y'all, be good, be safe. Until tomorrow, I gotta go. Bye.